Greetings, and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. So you just pulled Bastion. I've played around with this character just at rank 1, and there is already a chance he's going to be my next rank 4. As we so often do, we'll be starting off in Realm of Legends before moving through some story, and then into some Battlegrounds fights. Bastion is a relatively simple champion to play, as long as you know the things to watch out for. Let's go through them. Starting in the top right, we have his infection charges. They work pretty similar to Warlock. Anytime you hit the opponent, you gain some. Anytime you parry, you gain some more. And they are paused during the opponent's special attack, because once you go over 30, and they're indefinite until 30, they start ticking down again. When they get back to 15, your infection phase runs out. They go down relatively slowly, but they get faster and faster and faster over time. Though even for the rank 1 here, any fight that's less than about 700,000 health, he can keep it up pretty easily, 600 to 700,000. What you want to do with Bastion is get your infection going, so get to 30 charges, build to your special 2, and then throw that. That will give you 2 Furies. If you throw the special 2 without the infection, you'll only get 1 Fury. You've now got 2 Furies, so your basic attacks are hitting pretty hard. You'll want to drop a heavy at some point, because on the second hit of that heavy attack, you gain a disintegration passive, 1 minute 10 for Realm of Legends Storm. We're now to 8.3.6. So the second hit there gave us that disintegration passive. That reduces the opponent's combat power rate, and also deals a little bit of damage. The heavy attack also gives us that really nice pursuit passive, which is the curly one on the left. That is fantastic, because it shuts off all opponents' evades. It's not True Strike, so it won't be shut down by nodes like True Lies. It's its own thing, which is very, very good. So we've got the infection. We go for our striker. Always run Sentinel with this guy. It gives him additional benefits, even though the Sentinel Relic doesn't do a huge amount for him. Then build back to your special 1. The beam hits on the special 1 deal burst damage, depending on the Furies you've got, but also the disintegrations on your opponent. So we can put 1 on with our heavy attack. We did 11,000 per burst there against the Spider-Man without it, but with it, we're up to 23,500. Now, 23,500 isn't a huge amount of damage. 51 seconds for 8.3.6. This is 8.4.3 now, so this is Deepact 8, and this is only a rank 1 7-star. 23,500 isn't the biggest burst in the world until you remember that the special 1 has 7 bursts on it. So the rank 1, just special 2, special 1, you're already looking at hundreds of thousands of damage coming in off that special 1, and it's subject to modifiers. So if you take him on, say, a power shield path, or you put boosts on him, or you put recoils on him, or you give him team synergies, or any other node, he responds very well to these effects. So we chain in here, we're dealing 30,000 per burst. Unfortunately, our the node here ran out mid-special attack there, so we went down to 15,000 per burst. But 30,000 per burst over 7 bursts, 210,000 damage from a rank 1 with no support, no boosts, and no recoils. Here, I didn't let the second attack hit, but even 22,000 per burst. And just 1 cycle, special 2, 2 special 1s, is plenty for even Deepact 8. Let's talk Battlegrounds. This is still rank 1 unsupported Bastion versus a rank 4 beefy Onslaught. Bastion is phenomenal for Onslaught. He can parry non-contact attacks, which makes him very helpful. He heals if he ever gets crushed. He can also, his infection charges, shut down the ability accuracy of non-instant energy damaging effects, like neuroshocks, for example. And I believe he also should be applying disintegration vulnerabilities as well, whenever he fails one of the opponent's ones, though this isn't quite happening like it should, I don't think. He is psychically shielded as well, meaning you can dex the special 2 normally, so you don't have to worry about that. So all in all, a phenomenal Onslaught counter. Another fantastic thing about the infection is, whilst the opponent is infected, you've reduced their attack rating by 35%, which is great. Oh, there's a disintegrate vulnerability. Unfortunately, our disintegration had fallen off, but we still nearly close out this fight without issue. So yes, whilst the infection's on the opponent, you also reduce their attack rating, as said, but for any 1 minute 15, rank 1 versus rank 4, that's very good. Any combat power rate you're reducing on the opponent, and for example, the disintegration from your heavy is doing this, you gain it instead. This means you can cycle those special ones much more easily. This is again still rank 1 unsupported. This is a rank 4 Dust, another one of those really nasty Battlegrounds defenders. Dust is pretty tanky, but no one in the game can say anything about disintegration. It's instant, but it's also direct, which means it can't be avoided. So, we can pull combat power rate off the opponent, and you can see just how quickly our power bar is going up and how slowly Dust's is. If you're running the Collar Tech Mastery, this also counts here. Going for our special one now, burst of 14,000 times 7, that's still over 100,000 damage. And guess what? We're just going to do it again. Put the disintegration back on, more burst damage. Now, if you want to take Bastion into a really long fight, you can go to his special 3, and that provides another disintegration, meaning you can get even more. It's a really long one at about 40%, so more combat power rate for you and more damage for the opponent. But that's a rank 1 versus a rank 4 Dust, 1 minute 12. That is impressive. So, there we have it. A quick look at rank 1 Bastion. As I said at the start, I need a big tech champion in my roster. This guy has serious rank 4 potential. If you want to see what a rank 4 looks like, if we can make it to 400 likes on this video, I will do the full boosted recoils everything video on the rank 4 Bastion. But if you want to see now, I would highly recommend war videos by a guy called CC Molly, and I will link his channel down in the description. Small channel, but he's an old friend of mine, and he's using Bastion in Alliance War, the old Alliance War, not the new one, at the highest level. His rank 4 Bastion is taking all sorts of rubbish. Bullseyes, onslaughts, a lot of things. Zola in some of the more recent ones. Phenomenal player and a very good example of what Bastion can really do. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments down below, and consider joining the Discord linked in the description. A great place to get specific advice, make suggestions for future video topics, and while I'm awake, I do my best to be there as much as possible. Thank you, and I will see you next time.